Hello, hello. I am here today. Sans makeup. Just got done doing some yoga, so I figured if I want to do this on a regular basis, then I should probably just be real with y'all and not always have my makeup on. I will for the other channel, but for this one, let's just be real. So, sports bra, tank top, pajama pants, good stuff. So I just finished doing some yoga with my daughter, and I know I'm on a health and wellness channel. I should not be sitting out here smoking, talking about that, but that will be changing shortly. We are getting our vape soon, so this is just until then, and I'm all into transparency and just being who I am. So it is one of my flaws. I've given up a lot for this diet, to do this diet. So I figure I can have my cigarettes so we can get the vapes going, which will be very soon, I promise. But what I wanted to talk about today was, one, the yoga. I will be putting a link to the one I've been doing. It's for beginners. I've watched a bunch of different ones, but I really like this girl. She breaks it down. She's nice and slow. She starts you out easy. It's only 20 minutes. I can mostly make it through the 20 minutes. There's a couple things that are a little hard on my neck and my shoulders, so I'm working on building up that strength. I've lost a lot of strength in my right arm from my neck problems, and I have some strength issues and some muscle wasting in my legs from my back problems. So I'm hoping the yoga will help build all that up. But I will put the link to her. She's really good. I believe it's yoga by, I don't want to say the name wrong, Adriene, I believe it is. But I will put the link because I've watched a couple of her videos, and this one for complete beginners is awesome because it's nothing crazy. She's not going to have you doing anything nuts. And it's, I like the way she explains everything as well. So she's very thorough. So I like her a lot. So I will put the link to that. So if anybody wants to give that a shot, they can. The next thing I'm going to do in this video here in just a minute, as soon as I can clear out everybody out of my kitchen, is show you some of the things in my kitchen that I cannot live without. There's just a couple things, a couple of my kitchen toys that I like that make doing this a little bit easier and make my life a little bit easier. So I will do those for you. It's going to be a relatively short video, but I wanted to get something out there for you. And hopefully when I go grocery shopping Friday, I'll be doing a video on either a what's for dinner or what I put in my smoothie in the mornings. So that should be coming too. I'm working on videos for the other channel as well. Right now I'm on a schedule to put out 6 videos a week between the 2 channels. So it's a lot of work and effort, but it's been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. I've met some great people so far. So really looking forward to getting into this. So what I'm going to do now is pause this, and then we're going to head into my tiny little kitchen. Okay, so we are now in my teeny tiny kitchen, and bear with me, I've cleaned off one portion of it, but we kind of have stuff everywhere from the stuff the people next door gave us and stuff, so we're trying to just get everything put away and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's just been a little hectic lately, but these are some of my favoriteest things in the kitchen. Starting with this is my handy dandy food processor. Let me get it in the frame there. Handy dandy. It's just a little, it's not a very expensive one, just a Hamilton Beach model. It does what I need to. I really don't hardly ever use the 1 or the 2, just the pulse on it. I use that to put all my veggies in to make my veggie salad stuff, which I'll be doing a video on. And you can see that very unhealthy pizza thing in the back. Let's cover that up. Okay, so, and then my next thing I cannot live without is my blender. Again, nothing crazy or expensive, just a regular old blender. I use it to make my smoothies and all that. I do my smoothies a little bit different than a lot of people do, but the blender, I couldn't live without that either. The next thing that I absolutely can't live without is my mandolin. I use it for all my veggies. I use it to slice everything. I mean, if it can be sliced on the mandolin, I'm slicing it on the mandolin because it's just so easy. However, my guard has been misplaced, so I have to be careful because I don't know if you can see that, I've kind of sort of shaved off the edge of my thumb right there a little bit from hitting it on the mandolin too many times. But it's all good. It's just a little bit of merely a flesh wound. And then my other piece of equipment that I can't live without, that's probably the most unhealthy piece of equipment, is my cappuccino machine. Technically, it's my son's cappuccino machine, but I use it more than he does. He bought it. It's only a little $40 model. The good thing about it is, though, is I can make my iced lattes and stuff at home and make them however I want them, less calories. You know, I don't use whole milk or anything like that. I use almond milk. Sometimes I put a little coconut milk in it to get that fat in if I need to. But I use, I'm a Dollar Tree shopper, as you will soon find out, a lot. And I get this. They also usually have hazelnut. It's sugar-free coffee, supposedly gourmet syrup, but it's $1 a bottle. And I add it to my coffee to give it a little bit of, or to my lattes or whatever, to give it a little bit of sweetness. I usually use that and then some non-dairy creamer that's flavored somehow. I've tried to use the fat-free ones and I just can't do it. I just can't make that switch. So I will give up the extra 15 calories for stuff with flavor. So, but I usually just do that, ice, my cappuccino, and an almond milk, unsweetened, unflavored almond milk in it. And it's good. I've even got my husband drinking it. It's cutting down on some of the sodas that he's drinking because he is soon going to be joining me on this weight loss journey as well. We're kind of putting the whole house on a diet. This, you can see, my mom brought me that back from Germany. It's a little mini. Let me get up there so you can really see it. It's a little mini cuckoo clock. It's really awesome. I have a big one, like a full functioning handmade cuckoo clock, but I don't want to put it up here because we're in an apartment and I don't have a place to put it where the cats won't get to it and tear it down. And it's one of those things, if it gets knocked down, it won't be any good anymore. So, but that's a little side note, but I just saw it there and I thought, shout out to my mama for bringing me that from Germany. But yeah, so those are basically the things that I use every single day in my kitchen. Yeah, I'd say I use probably all of them. The fruit processor I might not use every day because I usually do enough to do a couple, like at least 2-3 days worth, because I'll use like a whole tomato and a whole cucumber and a whole onion and stuff, and you don't want to eat all that at one time. So, because it makes a lot. So I'll usually make enough for like 2 or 3 days on that. So I may not use it every day, but I definitely use probably the mandolin just about every day. The blender I do use every day for my smoothie, and the cappuccino machine I use every day. So those are some of the things I cannot live without in my kitchen. I'll do some, like I said, after I go grocery shopping, because right now I'm doing ghetto smoothies because it's almost paycheck time. And I know I'm not the only one out there living paycheck to pay. We're not the only ones out there living paycheck to paycheck. So I'm sure y'all get that. So I try to do things as cheaply as I can. Almost forgot. One more thing I do want to show you as soon as I figure out where it went, because I don't see it. Where did I move it to? I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. I mean, people say that. I really mean it because it's like so true. This is the other thing I use every day. It's organic greens. This one's $12 for 14 servings, so that's 2 weeks worth if you're using it by yourself. But I get the original flavor because I don't mind the earthy taste. Some people don't like it as much. They've got like berry flavored and I don't know, something else. So, but I usually just get the original flavor. There's a bunch of different kinds of those green powders out on the market. Just find what's near you, what you like. I got that at Walmart. Like I said, got a bargain shop because we're kind of on a budget right now. So, you know, I try to do things as cheap and easy as I can. That's the other thing about that yoga video that I really like. She's like, you don't need anything. No blocks, no nothing. Just you. You don't even necessarily need a mat because we don't have mats right now. And all Dallas and I are doing is folding up a blanket and putting it down so it's under our knees, because that's what really seems to bother me, is like putting my knees down on the ground with no padding. So, but that's really all we're using is that. So, yeah, okay. I've got about almost 10 minutes here. It's a little longer than I thought I was going to be talking. So, and a little longer than y'all need to be looking at my crazy hair and non-makeup self. So hopefully I didn't scare anybody this morning. But I'll be getting this up, and I will put the link to the yoga video that we're using. Check it out. Give it a shot. If you're into that, I like it. I after 20 minutes, I mean, I'll admit I'm really bad out of shape, but after 20 minutes, I had a light sweat going and felt pretty good. So it's nice. And she does have more advanced stuff, and you can move up with her stuff. But I just really like the way she explains everything, and she does a really good job with it. So, all right. As always, keep spreading truth, love, and light, and I'll catch y'all on the flip.